All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us on our team call. I wrote down notes, so that's why I'm looking down. For the announcements, we kind of have a lot. So today starts Team Cup. Hopefully, everybody's on a group. Hopefully, everybody is an active coach, meaning you need 50 PV or more to be an active coach, because you need to hit Success Club, and if you're not active, then you can't hit Success Club and you can't help your team out. So you don't want to be on a Team Cup and not be able to help your team. That's kind of the whole point of Team Cup. Yes, the t-shirts are fun. Yes, the prizes are fun, but it's really about connecting with the people that's on your team and even connecting as a bigger team, just so we can really focus back on the basics, because there's so many things that we can kind of get confused about or really fear in this business. But if we just break it down, it's really the vital behaviors, and that's what I'm doing with my team cup group. So if you haven't made this already for your group, whether you're the leader or not, like, be a leader of yourself, right? So even if you're not a leader of a cup team, make sure you at least have a private Facebook group for your team. You can even do a message thread for your team. You can start having weekly calls, or every other week. I'll probably do every other week with my team. And you can decide, is one person going to run the whole thing? Or are you guys going to work collaboratively on it? Somebody take a week. One person take a week for the next month, like totally up to you guys, but come up with a plan for this. That way you're not like getting thrown in it, and by the first week you're kind of like, all right, now what? Like, that was fun, Team Cup, yay, like today was the first day. But you want to keep this momentum going for the whole 31 days of August. And that's really the point, is like, what would happen if you really pushed your business hard for 31 days? Because why couldn't you do that in September? Why can't you do that in October? And if you guys follow Autumn Calabrese, I think today she posted a video of day 2 of some new workouts she is coming out with. So the kind of like corporate does team cups at certain times. So you're building your funnel, right? So like Team Cup, you're going to be reaching out to a lot of people, especially if you're a new coach. You might not get traction right off the bat, right in the first month. It's about continually doing that. So this is kind of getting you to reach out to people, getting you to build relationships, getting your funnel built up of people, getting your network filled up. That way, when a new program releases, like Autumn probably will in August, September, October, she'll probably release it October, November. That way, you've already had these relationships already built up, and you're setting yourself up for success. So if the program comes out in October, you don't start working in October for that. You start working now for that kind of stuff. All right, so Team Cup, make sure you're connected with your team, help push each other, and get outside your comfort zones, okay? If you guys didn't hear, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. this morning, which never freaking happens. And I've been telling myself for like 4.5 years, I'm going to get up early and do a power hour. And then I never show up. I'm like, I feel like you guys kind of expected for me never to show up. Thanks, Aaron. But I did show up, and I am personally committing to showing up every single day in August. We'll see what happens in September. But that's, 21 days, that's how you build a habit. So if I do it for 31 days, I'm sure I will be sticking with it. So anyone is obviously welcome, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Central Time, 4:30 Central Time. So if you have no idea what a power hour is, a power hour is where we all just get on a Zoom like this. Amanda plays freaking music, and you like rock out. And Dave's like, this is kind of like a power hour when you're drinking. I'm like, no, not really, but like, because he wakes up like at 4:45, and he was like blown away that I actually woke up early. But for that whole hour, we're just focusing on the basics. So we're inviting people, we're following up with people, we're adding new friends. So we're doing the unsexy part of this business. Like it kind of depends on what you would consider fun, but most of us, we post on Facebook, or we like to make graphics, or we like to make videos, or we like to do workout selfies or Shakeology selfies. That's easy to do. It's the unsexy things. It's the hard things, like adding new friends, talking to people, starting relationships, Those are the things that actually build your business. So that's what we do in a power hour, is we do activities that will actually build your business. The new August team calendar is up on the team page. I want to make sure that everybody kind of knows where that is, because we do have new coaches that are on the call. I should have set up for this, right? My million messages. Okay, so if you are in the team page and you, if you're on the phone, you have to click on view pin post. If you're on your computer, you're gonna see it right here. So if you click on see more, you will see like all of the Zoom calls. So obviously if you're on this call, you know our calls are on Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. We have our team spirit call. They're kind of, sometimes they don't do Zoom. Sometimes they go live in their page. So if you want to be a part of the team spirit page to listen to their calls, just let me know. I'll add you into that team page. And then we also have our bigger brother team with Keith Callahan. His calls are every Thursday at 8 p.m. And this is a link for his call. When I was a new coach, I was on calls every day. It was just something that I committed to. And I would say, like, even when I'm sick, I get on our team calls. Like, for me, it's a non-negotiable. Like, this is my business. I'm going to show up. If I don't show up to my business, then no one's going to show up for it. So I have to do that for myself. We have trainings. The training information is all here for new coaches. There's the step-by-step Coach Basics training. Then there's the Rise to Emerald training. So it says in the photos, if you go to albums, and then step-by-step trainings. Right in here. New coach training. If you have a new coach, here's their welcome email. And then here's the next training you do after Coach Basics. And then we also have the Bearcat training. And that is from Bob Lucido, who's also our upline. That is right here. Bob takes a different approach on this business. He's a millionaire in Beachbody. He is extremely smart, somebody that you definitely want to listen to and learn from. You don't want to just learn from me. You don't want to just learn from your upline. Like, you want to learn from a variety of Beachbody coaches, because what works for me might not work for you. What worked for Bob might work for you. So you got to kind of hear from other Beachbody coaches too. So all this information is pinned to the top of our page with the team calendar. I know a couple of you like to print this out, and then you can kind of like follow along. It just gives you some info on, you know, the national wake-up calls are every Monday, our team calls. It gives you a little bit of an action step of what to post, because I think that's a big thing for new coaches, even for coaches who have been doing this for a while. Like, what do you post? Like, you can follow this and follow along. The All Access Challenge Pack Special ends August 31st. So it will probably go from $160, what it is now, to probably $199. So make sure that you use that to your advantage when you're talking to people, especially when it's coming down to this last week, like the 28th, 29th, 30th, and especially the 31st. Let people know, like, you know, you only have a couple more days and it's gonna go up another $40. So make sure use this promotion to your advantage. I know there's a ton, and Lisa, you might know this a little bit better than me if you can just unmute yourself, with the Shift Shop. There's like all those like photo things that Carl's doing and all the promotions that he's doing. Do you know about that?
So you have to just make sure that you're tracking in the Challenge Tracker app your Shakeology and your workout every day. And at the end of the week, it'll show that you had Shakeology, 7 Shakeologies and 6 or 7 workouts, since Sunday is a rest or an optional stretch day. So you post that to Instagram, and then you're going to use the hashtag Shift Shop and week. So this one coming up will be week 2. And he's choosing 10 people to win $100. And on the 3rd week, he's choosing 20 people to win $1,000 each. So it's worth it if you guys can make sure that you're tracking them in the app and posting them. And then he's doing another thing where he's giving, if you post your results, your before pictures, you have to send them by August, I think it's August 14th. You have to send your before photo. You're going to get a free shirt just for sending your before photo. And then when you're done with the program, send your after photo. And they're also donating $10 for each person that does that to help wounded warriors and help vets with PTSD and everything like that. So it's really awesome. So it's $10 for each person that does that. And you don't have to do anything besides send in your photos. So definitely try to do that. And you get a free shirt.
And then you have a whole transformation and a whole story to post on Facebook and share with people. And that was one thing I shared with my CUP team yesterday or last week. You want to do a program from start to finish, whether it's Shift Up, 21-Day Fix, Country Heat, especially for Team CUP. Not only is that going to get you really freaking amazing results, but I know personally when I'm on key with my workout, I'm doing a program from start to finish with the nutrition. And I mean, obviously I don't miss a day of Shakeology anyways. Your mindset, your confidence, everything about you changes. And that's why doing a workout program from start to finish really just changes your mindset and how you are more confident going out there as a coach, sharing your story. So do a program from start to finish. If you're not doing Shift Shop, make sure you're doing some sort of program from start to finish. I'm going to stop talking because I think I talked enough for tonight. I'm going to introduce Kristina Morey. I think most of you know her already. She is a mom of 2 girls. She is a wife. She's going to talk to us tonight about balancing a mom life and being a Beachbody coach. For those of you that don't know, she is an Emerald coach. And Kristina, if you don't mind, I've been messaging Kristina probably for the past 4 years. So if you're saying no one's joining me, or I've been, asking people if they want to join my challenge groups or if they want to be a coach and I keep getting no's, well, you know what? Keep being consistent. Because I always knew Kristina would be this amazing freaking coach. And guess what? She is. But if I quit on that, if I was like, oh, like she said no too many times, or she said no for 4 years, like what's going to make her say yes? It wasn't her timing, right? Like she had to be in the right time in her life to be able to say yes. But I also needed to still be here as a coach, being consistent, showing up and following up with her month after month, year after year. So Kristina, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Thank you. All right, like Rose said, I forgot to tell you this. I actually unfollowed you for a bit. Is that awful?
Love it.
Because I just couldn't deal with your friggin' motivational crap all the time. And it got me like really stressed out. But all right, anyway, I'm really sorry. But like Rose said, I am a mom of 2. I'm going to apologize beforehand. If you guys know me, I have a really bad mouth, so just giving you guys a heads up beforehand. I feel like everyone wants their family and their career to always flourish and just to succeed in anything and everything. But with success comes failure. And if you're like me, you have some fucked up days and you feel like you just failed at being a mom, a wife, a coach, anything. And when I'm a big quote person, and Michael Jordan actually said, I've failed over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed. So just think about that and keep that in your mindset, because that's something I try to repeat to myself, that just keep pushing and don't dwell on the same shit. Push forward. So this is like some of the stuff that has helped me just push forward and try to succeed as much as I can. One thing I always do is if you're adding people every single day, share your story, because if you're adding new people, those new people have not seen your story. And my story is pretty damn intense, and I get more people liking my posts and commenting on the posts, and those are the people that are purchasing things from me because they want to know what I've done and what has gotten me to this point right now. I am 9 months postpartum, and I am down to my pre-pregnancy weight. 2 children, down to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I try to reach out to moms that are in that same wavelength as me. Like I said, share your story. And if people aren't liking it, fuck them. They're on this, like, they don't like what you have to share, well, then they're going to defriend you. Well, good riddance. I want more positive people in my life. It has gotten me to a point now that it was very hard for me to get to that point, but I'm here now, and I've lost a lot of people, and I'm just like, see you later. So one other thing, let go of the guilt. So think about this coaching opportunity and how much it is benefiting you and your family, because I know I hate being on the phone the whole time, because obviously you're on the phone, making your post, being on Facebook, whatever the case may be. So make a schedule. So I go back to work in a month. So I've just started this new schedule, and so far so good. I have a teething little baby, so sometimes my schedule doesn't work out as planned, but I try to make it work. Always make, prepping food is an amazing thing, but my toddler is picky, so I have to make her bagel and cream cheese in the morning. But that's like a 2-minute job. So I set my alarm at 4 o'clock. No matter what, I do my workout and my shake. Get it done and over with. Because if I don't do that, I will not get it done when I get home from work. I will not get that workout in, because my girls want to play. If they've been at daycare all day, they want to see mommy. They want mommy time. So no matter what, I do the workout and get my shake in. And now I've been trying to do the 4:45 to like 5:45 power hour. So I try to get my mindset right. Always get your mindset right. If you're a mom or not a mom, you've always had messed up days. So I always do, like I said, I'm a big quote person. This is another quote I like. Inhale the good shit and exhale the bullshit. And that's what I try to do all the time. And another one is I can and I will, because I try to repeat to myself that I can do this and I will do this. It is making my family's lives better. My kids love to watch me work out. It's my daughter this morning, because my power hour didn't work out as well this morning. Like I said, mom life. But she wanted a shake with me. So we enjoyed our shakes together. Incorporate your children into doing it. It's a great thing, and it makes them realize that working out and eating right is a good thing. Don't ever forget that. What you're doing is a good thing. So another thing I always like to do is jam out to music. Like, I'm a rock and roll kind of girl, so like Stained, Linkin Park, any type that is raw, hardcore, scream music, I'll jam out to. And then I go full force into messaging anyone that has reached out to me. Obviously, I'm not calling anybody that early in the morning, because I think those people are going to kill me. So obviously, my phone calls happen later on. So that's what I really try to do. And then I'll make a post in my notes of a video of me doing my workout or drinking a Shakeology or whatever the case may be. And I'll put that in my notes. I won't post it that early in the morning, because people are not up typically that early in the morning. So they will not see your post that early in the morning. So schedule it 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, give or take, because I feel like majority of people work 9 to 5. I don't, but majority of people do, just troll on their Facebook and Instagram. And it's usually around that time when they're just laying in bed, contemplating on waking up in the morning. And that's usually the good time to post. So I try to schedule that in my power hour as well. So, and then, get ready for work, get my girls ready, because my husband is not doing their hair in the morning because that would be a disaster. So he just said not a chance. So, so to get them ready, and I have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. Thank God for my boss, because 7 o'clock in the morning doesn't typically happen. I usually don't get to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I get there at like 7:20, and thank God he's, awesome. So he's like, it's okay, don't worry about it, because my daycare doesn't open until 7 o'clock in the morning, but he doesn't know that. So, like I said, just try to schedule as much as you can. And again, I feel as women, we don't ask for help, because we're women. We're fucking all-stars. Like, we don't ask for help. We're scared to ask for help. We think we can accomplish it all. Rome was not built in a day. You can't accomplish it all. Ask for help. Don't be scared to ask for help. Ask for your husband's help. I mean, my daughter, my oldest, is 4. She feeds the dogs in the morning. It might not be like a big task, but it helps me out. It saves me 5 minutes of keeping my dogs separated so they don't fight each other, or whatever the case may be, because my rescue likes to eat everyone's food. So, but that's her job. It gives her a job to do. Again, it's helping me. My husband, if he has to bathe them that night, if my power hour didn't successfully happen in the morning, well, guess what? That is a half an hour for me to then finish my power hour. He is bathing my girls, or our girls, and getting it done. I have that 30 minutes to reach out, and typically those are my phone call times, because it is after dinner time. People then are able to talk on the phone, and I'm not interrupting people's dinner time. I usually message or text them beforehand before I call, because as a mom, you really hate running to that phone. You'd rather hear a blue loop on your text, check your text, be like, all right, I'm good, and then you're able to get that phone call. So I try to do that as much as possible. Now, again, my other thing this is another thing I actually love to do. A group of ladies and I had the privilege to speak to Rose's upline, Lisa Hansen. And ever since I got off the phone with her, she did this with her daughter, and I'm now doing it with my oldest. And if you don't have your power hour done, I set a timer, and I tell Caden, it's mommy's work, mommy's office time. And, she's 4, she kind of understands it, but thank God for Disney Channel and Nick Jr. and Paw Patrol and Sophia the First and everything like that, because that shit's on my TV like all the time. So, but I set a timer, and if I don't get a chance to get all of that done, if that timer goes off, and if I'm not done and she comes over to me, she'll get a piece of chocolate. My daughter is a big chocolate fan. That is her treat. I shut my thing on. I'm like, all right, work is done, because my kids are growing up way too damn fast, and they always come first in my mind. But hey, I got a half an hour in. Shit, I mean, amazing. And now it's my time with my girls. So again, like I said, I'm scatterbrained. I'm really sorry. Don't feel like you have to get everything done. Schedule it out. If you can't add, 10 people a day on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay, well then do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Add those people. Schedule it out. Don't stress yourself out. Your kids notice a stressed mom. They know it, they pick up on it, and that makes your day a hell of a lot worse, because then you're stressing them out and they're stressing you out. So it's a lose-lose. Tuesdays and Thursdays, do your phone calls. You can't do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Who cares? Tuesdays and Thursdays, do your phone calls. You don't have to get everything done in one day. 2 kids. Everything doesn't get done in one day because it's impossible to get everything done in one day when you're a mommy. It's very hard to schedule everything out when one wakes up in the middle of the night, has to go potty. One wakes up in the middle of the night, wants a bottle. And when you're trying to wake up in, God knows, at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're like, this power hour is not going to happen. Snooze, snooze, snooze. And then you're like, shit, I got to get my workout in. And you then push it off till later on. So I try to do as much as I can when they're napping as well. Thank goodness my oldest still likes to take a nap. I don't think how long it's going to last for, but thank goodness she still likes to take a nap. So if she does take a nap, I do my, my meetings or my calls or anything. She doesn't take a nap, but that's when I do the whole timer thing. Because my youngest is chill as hell. She'll just hang out in the swing, walk in her walker, and if I have to hold her, well, then she's on my lap. So I try to do as much as I can when I can. But schedule is a great thing, and like I said, don't ask for help. Because I feel like, there's another quote, that many times you feel like you have failed, but in the eyes, heart, and mind of your children, you are super mom. Don't forget that. You kick ass. You have succeeded in so many ways. They look up to you, and what you're doing is making them want to do it with you. I like I said, I'm doing my workouts early in the morning. McCain's like, well, you did your workout already? I want to do your work. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, baby, I sweated like a lot this morning. I don't know if I can push play again. Like, I might die. But I try to. I'll do like a 10-minute ab with her just because she wants to do it with me. Incorporate them in there. It means so much to them. Hey, they don't know it. They just know you're spending time with them. They know you're getting healthy. They know you're happy. They know that what you're doing is making you happy and is making them happy. It gives them more time too. So I don't know if you guys have any questions. Like I said, I kind of scatterbrain, but I try to do a schedule as much as possible. My kid likes to help me. Thank goodness the age difference between the two, but I try as much as possible just to schedule, and thank goodness for wine. Wine helps a lot too. Sorry.
Hey, you're just being honest. That's all good. Did anyone have any questions for Kristina? Or I know we have a ton of moms on the call anyways. If any of you have anything you want to add to the call, feel free to jump in.
I agree, Megan. My child says the same thing. She gets really upset if I do it without her.
So in that call Kristina was talking about with Lisa Hanson, Lisa said a really good point in you want to fill up your kid's cup first. So I think like in the beginning, she used to kind of do her power hour first and then spend time with her kid. But her kid would get so angry that she wasn't getting that attention first thing. And then she kind of started learning and she switched that. All right, let me play with Serafina first. Let me fill up her cup so she feels important. And then she scheduled like her power hour or her power pockets later on that way. There wasn't that kind of stress. There wasn't that conflict going on between her and her daughter. Anyone? Questions, comments? Going once. Going twice. All right, ladies. Kristina, thanks for rocking tonight's call. I think everyone is going to make sure they have a schedule. They're going to ask for help, and they're going to do it and not just try, but they're going to say, I can and I will. Because we are problem solvers, and we're going to figure out anything that we set our minds to. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.